Girls, this is the explanation of area and perimeter of a square. Page number 103 of the workbook. So I'm questions 1A to 1C. They're very similar questions. They just have different numbers. So I'm going to explain one, and then the rest you can do them on your own. So girls, please listen to me carefully. And one more thing is that this question 1A through 1C is very similar to example number 2 of the worksheet that I've given you. So if you don't understand here, or if you do not understand example number 2 and these questions are very similar. Okay, so in these questions they have given you the area and you have to find the length and the perimeter. Okay, now we know that the area equals to area of a square equals to length into length. Why? Because area is the multiplication product of the length and the width of a figure or shape. So now in the square, all the sides are equal. So the length and the width are also equal. That's why it's length into length. Area of a square equals to length into length only because the length and the width are the same of a square. But for a different figure, suppose a rectangle, it would be different. So now how do you find the length and the perimeter of a square when the area is given? Since length and length are same, so we have to find one number when multiplied to itself, it's going to give us the area. So I'll just show you over here. 1 into 1 equals to 1. 2 into 2 equals to 2 or 4. 3 into 3 equals to 9. 4 into 4 equals to 16. 5 into 5 equals to 25. 6 into 6 equals to 36. So I have written the multiplication products of all the numbers from 1 to 10 when multiplied by its own. So now you can see 1 into 1 equals to 1, 2 into 2 equals to 2, 3 into 3 equals to 9. So you can see so on. You're going to get questions like this or areas like this where you have to find the number when multiplied to itself equals to the area. So now if we see, they have given us 81 centimeters square and we have to find the length. So now if you look over here, 9 into 9 equals to 81. So now if I just write here 81 equals to 9 into 9. That means if you can see, the length equals to 9. Length of the square equals to 9 centimeters. Girls, always make sure to write the units. Length of the square equals to 9 centimeters. From the area, 81. Now over here, if you see, the second question is 64. Look, where is 64? 64 equals to 8 into 8. That means the length of the square with the area 64 is 8. So by this we know the length, and now if we know the length, we'll also be able to find the perimeter. Perimeter is what? Perimeter equals to perimeter of square is 4 length, 4 into length, or it equals to length plus length plus length plus length. Why? Because Perimeter is the addition of all the sides of a square. The addition of all the sides of a square equals to perimeter of a square. And since there are 4 lengths, we can also write 4 into length. So this is correct, this is correct. Whatever you feel free, whatever you feel easy. This is a lengthier process. This is why this is a longer process. This is why I like to write 4 into length. So from the previous answer, we know the length, that is 4, that is 9. The length of the square we got was 9. So the perimeter equals to perimeter of the square is 4 into 9, that is 36 centimeters. So that is how you answer 1A. First, you find the length, and I already told you how to find the length, and then from the length you can find the perimeter. This is how you find the answer of question number 1A, example number 2. Example number 2 and 1A are the same. The questions are also the same. So I hope you can find the area of 60, you can find the length and perimeter when the area is 64 and 100. This is very easy, and now I hope that I have explained everything and then you'll be able to do it on your own. Question number 2A. This is page number 104, question 2A of the workbook. So from question 2A to 2C, they're all the same formats. Okay, you have to understand the steps. You have to understand how we get the length and the area when the perimeter is given. Now this question is very similar to example number 3 and 4 of the worksheet. So if you understand example number 3 and 4, you will also understand question number 2. If you understand question number 2, you will also understand example 3 and 4. So first, let's get started. We know that perimeter, we just explained it. This is question number 2A. That they have given you the perimeter. So perimeter, we already understand that perimeter is the addition of all the sides of a square. So we know that perimeter of a square equals to 4 into length. So now if 4 lengths equals to 1 perimeter, then 1 length equals to perimeter divided by 4. Now for example, I'm just going to, here is an example for you to understand the division and multiplication. If 5 chocolates equals to 20 rupees, what is the cost of 1 chocolate? So the cost of 1 chocolate will be, if 5 chocolates equals to 20 rupees, cost of 1 chocolate will be what? 20 divided by 5, that is 4 rupees. So similarly over here, if they have given you the perimeter, so the addition or 4 lengths, addition of 4 lengths equals to perimeter. So if the perimeter is given to you, length of the square, length of square equals to perimeter of square divided by 4. If perimeter of square equals to 4 lengths, length of square equals to perimeter of square divided by 4. So in the first question, they have given you the length, they have given you the perimeter, that is 36. Perimeter equals to 36. So what is the length? Equals to 36 divided by 4, that is 9. So now if you have the length, you can also find the area. Area equals to area of square equals to length into length, or 9 into 9, that is 81 centimeters square. Okay, this is meters, so meters square. Girls, this is how you do question number 2A. This is how you do question number 2A, and that is how you do question number 1A. So I hope now that you understand 2A, now you can do 2B and 2C, because they're very similar. They have given you the perimeters and now you can do them. You can find the length, because length equals to, now you can find the length and you can find the area. Perimeter equals to 4 into length, so length equals to perimeter divided by 4. So they have given you 80 centimeters perimeter, they have given you 120 centimeters of perimeter. I hope you can do the rest on your own. Okay, so girls, question number 3 is sort of tricky, so I'm going to explain this. And number 4 is also very similar to question number 1, so I'm not going to be explaining that. I'm just going to be explaining question number 3, and yeah, that's it. That's going to be it. A piece of wire is used to form a square. If the length of the wire is 200 centimeters, find the length of one side of the square and find the area of the square. Okay. So now a piece of wire is used to form a square. Any wire, suppose this is a wire, that was used to make a mold, to make a square out of it. It was molded into a square. This wire that was straight was molded into making a square. So now how do you find, how do you find the length? Now, can I say that this wire is the perimeter? Now you can ask me, why, teacher? Why is this the perimeter? Because perimeter is the addition of all the sides. This wire starts from here. Okay, this is one part of the wire, and then the wire was twisted or folded into this line, and then this wire was the same wire was then again made straight, and then it was again twisted like this. So this entire thing was used to make this square. So can I say that over here some of the wire went, that the wire was divided into 4 to make this square? If I say that this is one part, because a square has all equal sides, right? So this wire was divided into 4 parts, because a square has 4 sides. So one side was here, one side was here, one side was here, one side was here. And the perimeter is the addition of all these sides. So these individual lines, they have to measure up to 200 centimeters. So the addition of all these sides is called nothing but the perimeter. Girls, I'm going to explain this one more time, that it was twisted into these individual 4 lines. But all of these 4 lines in total should be 200 centimeters. So the addition of all these sides of a square is nothing but the perimeter of a square. So the perimeter of the square equals to 200 centimeters and is equal to 4 into length, or the addition, length plus length plus length. That means the length of the square equals to 200 divided by 4. So 200 divided by 4 equals to 50 centimeters. Now if the length is 50 centimeters, the area equals to what? Length into length. So girls, now you know that, and I'm not going to complete the question. I want you to do it on your own. So I hope you understood this. Why is the perimeter 200 centimeters and how we got all of the answers from 1A to 3A. And girls, if you have any problems, then further let me know in the Zoom class or on WhatsApp. Anywhere you can find me and I will help you out. Thank you.